Three figures floated gracefully in the sky, watching the battle unfold below. At the center was Wei, the Red Sect leader, a cultivator at the 5th level innate realm. She spoke softly, her voice carrying a hint of amusement. My, Gong's Sunband is truly shameless, actually using the Heavenly Abyss Patroller to bully a junior. To her left stood Grand Elder Du Li, also at the 5th level innate realm. She observed the young warrior below, eyes narrowing in curiosity. Strange, the way young Master Demon Jade, Xie, wields his sword. Why does it feel so familiar? Beside her, Mo Fei, the Red Sect's 2nd elder and a 4th level innate realm cultivator, nodded thoughtfully. He's strong, no doubt about that. But it's strange, he hasn't used a single technique from the demonic affection sect this entire fight. Meanwhile, a ghostly spirit watched with excitement, its voice full of awe. Wow, my lord is incredible. Not far away, hidden among the trees, a woman in blue observed the battle with sharp eyes. A frown crossed her face as suspicion crept into her thoughts. Did this guy suddenly change his personality? He's revealing his trump card so openly. Her brows furrowed deeper. No, with how cunning he is, there's no way he'd be this reckless. Could he be planning something even bigger? The battlefield crackled with tension as Xie Yin gathered an overwhelming surge of sword energy. Behind him, countless swords materialized, their sharp edges glinting menacingly. His thoughts raced. In the main world, under the public eye, without any disguise, openly using the sealing heaven sword in my true form. A smirk played on his lips. This kind of boldness is only possible in life evolution. I wonder what kind of consequences will come from this. But his expression shifted slightly as he analyzed his opponent. Gong Suanban's mech puppet. It's stronger than I expected. It took my sealing heaven sword attacks head-on, and the leaked sword chi barely left a scratch on the environment. Impressive. With a flick of his wrist, he dispersed the sword chi and looked straight at sect leader Gong's son. This puppet beast of yours, it's stronger than a 5th level innate realm cultivator, isn't it? Much tougher than the last one. Without waiting for a response, Xie Yin raised his sword once more. A massive surge of sword energy erupted around him, shaking the battlefield. His voice thundered. Then try this. He lunged forward, his blade slicing through the air with terrifying force. It crashed against the puppet's barrier, causing deep cracks to spiderweb across its surface. With one final push, the barrier shattered into nothingness. Gong's son reacted instantly, drawing his blade to block the oncoming strike. The force behind it nearly cleaved him in half. Gritting his teeth, he summoned all his strength and shattered the lingering sword energy. But Xie Yin was relentless. In a flash, he was already closing in for another strike. The battlefield erupted in a violent clash of energy. A deafening explosion followed, sending shockwaves in all directions. The sheer force of the impact tore through the land, even launching nearby disciples off their feet. Before they could crash into the ground, a shadowy figure swept through the chaos, catching them midair and placing them safely on a nearby cliff. The disciples bowed deeply. Thank you, Deputy Sect Leader. The Deputy Sect Leader watched the battle intently, a glint of admiration in his eyes. What a young Master Demon Jade. Elsewhere, a group of warriors observed the battle with keen interest. A man wrapped in bandages spoke first. So, Xie Yan's true strength lies in his sword Dao. The warrior beside him frowned. But this doesn't seem like the sword Dao of this world. A third, masked man narrowed his eyes. And he definitely doesn't fight like someone from the demonic affection sect. Back on the battlefield, Xie Yin and Gong's son clashed again and again, each strike sending shockwaves through the air. Xie Yan's grin widened. He was enjoying every second of this fight. Not far away, a monk watched with an amused smirk. I underestimated him before, he mused. That sword force of his, it's even stronger than his physical body. A 5th level innate realm cultivator wouldn't stand a chance against him head-on. As the battle raged on, a calm, composed monk with a gray mustache observed the fight, his voice steady. Young Master Demon Jade's sword force already involves the power of the Great Tao. It's no surprise he can briefly contend with a 6th level innate realm cultivator. Another monk, stroking his mustache, added thoughtfully. Among the 5 beauties and 5 young masters, young Master Demon Jade, Xie Yin, is probably the strongest, wouldn't you say? A third monk, eyes fixed on Xie Yan, scoffed. Forget the 5 beauties and 5 young masters. I think even most 5th-level innate realm sect leaders wouldn't be able to match him. Meanwhile, sect leader Gong's son gritted his teeth, frustration creeping into his thoughts. This kid, he never stops. No, his sword moves are too destructive. The Heavenly Abyss Patroller is newly crafted and barely at the bottom of the 6th-level innate realm. If I keep taking these attacks passively, he'll actually break it. His expression darkened as his grip tightened on his blade. Had enough of your rampage? With a roar, he unleashed a devastating slash, sending Xie Yan hurtling through the air. Without hesitation, he surged forward, his aura flaring. Time to fight back? If you've had your turn, now it's mine. Xie Yan, undeterred, steadied himself midair. A wild grin spread across his face. Like I'm afraid of you. The two warriors transformed into streaks of light, charging at each other with blinding speed. Just as they were about to clash, a figure appeared between them. With effortless grace, she blocked their attacks with a hand on each strike, halting the fight instantly. Her voice was calm but commanding. Sect leader Gong's son, why take a junior so seriously? I think we should let this matter end here. Xie Yan sent a secret voice transmission, his tone lighthearted. Sect leader sister, no need to worry. I can handle it. A knowing smile played on her lips as she responded in kind. I trust you, but do you really want to reveal all your cards in public? That's enough. Xie Yan exhaled, nodding. All right, I'll listen to sect leader sister then. His thoughts raced. Even in life evolution, compared to fighting to my heart's content, I'd rather not make the sect leader sister worry too much. Still, I almost lost control there. And he probably did too. Yet, she stopped us so effortlessly. It's clear, within the same innate realm, the difference in power is vast. Gong's son's expression remained unreadable as he exhaled sharply. Since sect leader Yu has intervened, I'm not an unreasonable man. Then, his tone turned cold. But as long as young Master Demon Jade apologizes to me in front of everyone for his previous offense, I will consider this matter settled. Xie Yan clenched his fist, his anger barely restrained. You? Before he could speak, sect leader Yu's gaze turned icy. Are you serious, sect leader Gong's son? Her voice carried undeniable authority. Xie Yan is my personal attendant. He fully represents me. Her aura erupted, a mighty presence sweeping across the battlefield. A phoenix-like figure shimmered in the sky behind her, its vast wings casting a golden glow over the land. Her voice rang out, cutting through the air. Apologize? You expect me to. Before she could finish, an overwhelming pressure descended upon the battlefield. A gigantic eye manifested in the sky. Gong's son's breath hitched. Is that Yuan Sheng? The colossal eye surveyed the battlefield as a calm, yet powerful voice echoed across the land. There's no need. Guests are welcome. Let's not spoil the harmony. As he spoke, the very air trembled. Rubble, shattered rocks, and torn earth floated into the sky, drawn by his energy. With an effortless motion, Yuan Sheng restored the ruined landscape, seamlessly piecing the mountain back together. His voice remained steady. For my sake, let's stop this fighting. Then, as if marking an inevitable fate, he added, it's time for my ascension to begin. Sect leader Yu, watching the immense presence in the sky, remained composed, but a thought lingered. Yuan Sheng, a long-established 6th-level innate realm cultivator. Compared to him, I still have a long way to go. Gong's son's gaze remained locked on the sky before he exhaled, his frustration evident. Finally, he spoke. Fine. I'll give face to sect leader Yuan. Let this matter end here. With that, he stepped into his Heavenly Abyss Patroller and flew away. Xie Yan watched him go, scowling. He got lucky. Sect leader Yu, her expression calm but firm, glanced at him. All right, don't push your luck.